Thanks to the Forum 6 Tamworth and Wagga Wagga and the Odeon 5 Orange. It's the Talkin Flickster podcast with JT and Grant Lee.
Yeah, I mean, look, I suppose there's lots of things to love about Wednesday. We're halfway to the weekend. And it's also the day where we get to run the rule over a movie, Mr. Lee.
Certainly is, JT, and this movie I have been a little bit excited about for some time. So it's exciting that we get to do this movie today. So I just can't wait to talk about it, and I really hope our Talking Flickster today has enjoyed it as much as what I have enjoyed it.
Well, I had about 6 things that I wanted to talk about before we played the trailer, but I think we're going to run out of time this week because I would imagine that if anything's to go, you and our Talking Flickster having a chat pre-show, I'm going to go grab a coffee and sit in the back today, I think, while you two go at it. So I like this bit better. I like this bit. Yeah, so, but this is good because we get 2 different comparisons today. So, if you've ever been a fan of Fantastic Four, now is the time to get in amongst the latest, which is First Steps. I'm not going to ask what you thought of the movie, Mr. Lee, just yet. Okay. Well, I don't have to because you did a review last week for 30 minutes by yourself. So, we all know that you liked it. But anyway, we will get our Talkin Flickster on to tell us what he thought after we listen to the trailer. Let's do it.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four!
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing's going to change.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know.
There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family. Has to be us.
We will protect you.
It's a great Fantastic Four welcome to Eli. Welcome back to the show, Eli.
Woo!
Thank you for having me again.
Oh, he's back in a big way.
He is. And what a movie to come back to. Like this movie, I don't know about you, but I had been waiting for this one for a little while. So, yeah. It's an incredible movie, isn't it?
It is. It really is. And I just can't express how much I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well, this is
Me
good
too.
because we'll get to see who enjoyed it more. Was it you or was it Grant Lee? We'll find that out in about 10 minutes, I reckon. But you know what? From all reports, they're saying best film version so far. The ratings are huge. Done really well at the box office too. So if that's even to go by, it's a success.
Yeah, and that's good for a Fantastic Four movie because the other ones haven't been that good, and the other ones have like really flopped and have not been loved by audiences. So it's good to have a really good Fantastic Four film now.
Which is true because, you know, the Jessica Alba ones, which she was in too, and I can't remember who else was in them, and the other one, it just, I don't know, this one, having the 60s retro, Pedro, Vanessa, Joseph, and Yvonne, they work so well together. You actually believe they were the Fantastic Four.
Exactly, and there was so much skepticism about Pedro and Joseph being cast because they were like popular with modern day audiences, and it was so great to see them that they nailed the roles perfectly.
You mentioned before, you know, we spoke about this one being the best in the franchise thus far. There's been some flops. What do you think it is, the difference between this Fantastic Four, First Steps, compared to some of the other movies in the series?
I think the other ones released around the time of superhero movies where they were like darker in tone, like the Fan Four Stick one that released in 2015, I think, had such a dark tone and like got all this stuff wrong about the family and their like interactions and stuff. And that was kind of the same for the earlier ones. Like all the cast was pretty perfect for that one, but not comic accurate at all, if you don't mind me saying, because Johnny Storm was probably a little over-sexualized in that one, and the other ones were kind of weak in those ones as well. So I think compared to this one, they're like trash compared to this one.
Yeah, I think Marvel are really on the mark here with this because I know they have been struggling. Thunderbolts went really well. That was a huge success. And I'm so pleased because I actually enjoyed the Thunderbolts as well. But I'm so happy
same.
for Marvel to think that, you know, they've kind of gone right back to basics, I think. And they've really now gone, this is what we need to do. And especially, you know, that James Gunn's now not at Marvel. He's at DC. So he's now going to push DC. And as we all know, Superman went very well and it's gone high. And it's almost to the $1 billion mark now as I speak.
Wow.
I hope Fantastic Four First Steps gets up there as well.
So do I.
Because it deserves it. So who was your favourite character that actually stood out compared to all the others?
Well, it's so hard to pick just one. They were all so excellent. They interacted with each other perfectly. But I think I'm going to say the Silver Surfer was my main favourite from this movie.
Yeah? Why? Why is that?
Yeah. I think because lots of people were worried because they chose to do the female version over the male one, which is like the more prominently known one. And then watching it, she was absolutely great as well. Like, it's so hard to choose because they were all so great. And just, it's perfect.
Yeah, I have to say she did do a great job as the Silver Surfer. I believe that she was the Silver Surfer. I think it was so good because they gave her a little bit of backstory of why and how she became that. I thought that was a great idea. I agree. The whole cast, I think, worked well. Herbie, I actually loved. I thought Herbie was just brilliant. And the way Herbie was trying to protect the baby and like that, it just works so well. And like he's in the kitchen and he's in somewhere else. And
it makes it that much more better because you find out that Herbie's voiced by the guy who did General Grievous and I think Wally as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. There you go. So that's really good. Yeah, because he did. He just played the part so well. And I loved how they had a home cassette and then a space cassette. And they just changed it. And it was like
the 60s vibe was so perfect. And I really hope when they come into the main MCU, which we know is happening, because they're appearing in the next Avengers film. I just really hope we see more of that world. Like, I don't want them to leave it. It was just so perfect.
Was there a moment in the film that gave you chills or, just really stuck with you, something that was very memorable? We heard the trailer before and already you can pick apart some great moments that will go down in history with this movie. Both of you, I guess both of you can give your opinion on that. What do you think, Eli?
So there is a whole sequence set in space with some of the best tension I've ever seen in a movie. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time, and it was just the visuals, everything, the acting, the tension was all outstanding.
Yeah, I think that space part was really good. The actual spaceship that Galacticus was in was absolutely huge, and you could tell it was huge compared to their little spaceship rocket that they had. And the whole Galacticus thing, it was massive. And then when he actually gets on Earth and he walks through the water, you go, wow, he is big. Like, he's massive.
Well, he's probably my favorite part of the movie. Like, because I've loved him in all the comics and things I've read, and I love his design. Ralph Ineson nailed it. And I love that throughout the whole movie, you can feel his presence. Like, it's not just you meet him once and then how do we stop it? Because it starts off as like a light-hearted film, and as soon as Galactus arrives, everyone's kind of like losing hope every time something doesn't work. And then when he gets on Earth, you're like, oh, we don't know how this is going to end. And I think that was so good about it being set on a different Earth, is that because, if it was on the main one, you're like, they're not going to blow it up. Whereas on this one, you're like, oh, we don't know what's going to happen here.
Correct. And, especially when, for a while, Vanessa was, I can't think of Storm. What's her first name in the movie? Vanessa Kirby?
Sue.
Sorry, what was that?
Sue Storm.
Yeah. Sue, that's it, Sue. Thank you. I couldn't. Her being pregnant in the first part of the film, and she actually goes through the whole thing, and then she's still out there doing things and protecting the world, and you go, oh, but isn't it funny how quickly people turned against them? I thought that was interesting. They did one little thing and they couldn't, and people turned against them. And then, in the trailer, you heard them saying, "Thank you, Fantastic Four," and everyone's saying that because that's what they were at the beginning. And then you go, "Oh, okay, where's this going? This is going to be a bit."
Yeah, that's another thing that I really loved. Like, because they were like portrayed as celebrities in this world. Like, they would guess the gender of the baby, and everyone loved them. And then as soon as they refused to like what those people would think is like a small sacrifice to save everyone, they're like, nah, these people are got to go. They don't care about us. And then you can feel that throughout the whole movie, and it's great.
Yeah, you can. And without giving the spoiler away of the reason why they turn against them, but you just go, I don't know what I would do. And like, I have kids as well and all that sort of thing with them. Sorry, I kind of probably have given it away now. But you just go, wow, what would I do in that situation? And and for them, the humans to go against them, and it's just like, they can only do so much.
I also got to give, I got to give a round of applause to the visual effects on Galactus and the Silver Surfer.
Yes.
They were so believable, and it was, I was in awe. I had the nerdiest grin on my face watching those two on the big screen.
They must put so much time and effort into that, hey? Like, that would be a big part of the production, is just making sure they nail the visuals. And it's so important, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, one of my smaller nitpicks is I think because they put so much effort and time into Galactus and, like, the really big moments, some of the, like, smaller CGI bits, like, say, if the Thing was holding the baby, it'd look a little bit off, if you know what I mean, because it, like, just didn't look natural in some bits, but that's fine.
Yeah, we can live with that because, I understand what you're saying, but but all the other parts where he was this presence that you just go, oh my God, he is going to do something. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. He was scary because you just didn't know what he was going to do.
And as soon as he got on Earth, I'm like, no, I don't think they're beating this. Because he was that big and they'd throw everything at him and he just was not fazed.
Not at all. But it was interesting how much of the CGI, the water and all that, as I was saying before, when he was walking through the water, that it's fairly deep. for us.
Yeah.
It only went up to like his knees or something, I think.
Yeah.
From memory, it was.
And I was reading just before. Yeah, it was reading just before they got Ralph Ineson to hop in a practical suit and stomp around on miniatures, which I think is amazing. I love it when they do practical work.
Wow, that is so good. That is very clever. Yeah. So, do you think this is going to help Marvel?
Absolutely. Because I feel like Marvel's been on the downfall like the past couple of years with like the Marvels and Secret Invasion and all that. I think people were losing hope. And you could tell with like the box office for Thunderbolts, I'm like, because that was a really good movie and it didn't make as much as and now this one's out and that's like 2 really good Marvel movies in a row. And then we got the next Avengers and Spider-Man next year. So I feel like Marvel is coming back and I think everyone is going to really enjoy everything they're putting out.
I agree. I think people are, and it's going to be interesting because I think there's going to be like a little war between DC and Marvel now because they're both doing so well, and they're going to, because DC have got a 10-year plan. They've worked out what they're going to do and who they're going to bring into the actual universe of DC, and now Marvel. You think, oh, this is going to be interesting.
And Superman's out right now, obviously, as well. So, we're Fantastic Four, without a doubt, it's going to knock it off the top of the box office. So, and have two of these types of movies out at the one time. You couldn't pick your timing any better, could you?
You couldn't. Yeah, you really couldn't, because I went and watched Superman the day it came out, and I said at the beginning of the year I wasn't going to support it because I was Marvel only. And then as soon as I walked out of that cinema, I'm like, this is what Superman and DC is supposed to look like.
Yeah. And it was very well done. So
it was. He went back to basics, and that's what they've got to do.
Exactly.
They've got to go back to basics and go, this is what, because everyone's saying Christopher Reeve vibes, which I was saying when we did do the Talkin Flickster with Superman, and that's what they've got to do. And same with Marvel, they've got to go back to the basics and go, this is what we're making movies and how we make them, not all this other stuff they put into it.
And that's why I'm a little worried for the next Avengers film, because we've gone back to basics for this one and Thunderbolts, and I feel like it will be the same for the next Spider-Man. And then we're taking every Marvel movie that's ever happened and shoving it into one movie. So I don't know how that'll go.
Oh, that could be very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Yeah, but as long as they do the right way and introduce each of the characters beforehand with their own movies, hopefully. Because they have changed a few of the characters. Another thing that I will say, and you can't spoil it, you must stay right to the end of this movie. Eli and I won't say why, but you must stay right to the end because there's 2 scenes that you watch while the credits are going and one right at the end. And they are huge. My
audience, like, there was just this gasp from everyone. Like, it was so great. And it was,
We had the same thing. We had on the session that I watched, everyone's going, oh. And it was so good. It was just like, and I
it wasn't much. So and then I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
It wasn't much, and that's all we needed, and that made my year.
Eli, you're much of a comic guy, like, those comic books, because obviously the Fantastic Four has got a long history there.
Yes.
Do you feel that this film, First Steps, has paid respect to the comics that have been?
Absolutely. It's one of the most comic accurate movies I've probably seen in a very long time. Like, at one point in the movie, they actually recreate the front cover of their first appearance on the comic, and that was great. All of it was so accurate.
Oh, that's so good to hear. Yeah, so in saying that, what type of audience do you think we are aiming this movie at?
Although I think fans of the Fantastic Four and Marvel are probably going to get the biggest kick, everyone's going to enjoy this in some way, shape or form. Like, I can only find really super minor nitpicks with it, and it's perfect for newcomers to Marvel and superhero genres and stuff like that. So I feel like everyone's going to love it.
Do you think you'd see a clash with like DC fans coming along to see this movie? Like, is there this war that goes on between DC and Marvel? Like, do you go, no, look, I'm not going to go and see it because I'm taking a stand? Like, you'd be missing out on a fantastic movie. You would be, wouldn't you? I don't think anyone's going to do that.
Yeah, I was going to miss out on Superman, and then I'm like, yeah, you know what? And then I went and watched them like, ooh, Fantastic Four better live up to the hype, and it did. And that's just great. Two amazing superhero movies in the same, like, probably week, actually, is great.
And it's two movies you must see in the cinema. There is nowhere else to see these two movies. This is incredible on the big screen. I don't think you'd get the same effect on the small screen at all. Nothing against the small screen, but these movies are made for cinema, and they lived up to it.
The only way to watch Fantastic Four First Steps is on the big screen, especially for Galactus. Holy smokes. Every time he spoke, my chair shook and vibrated, and it was so good.
Mr. Lee's chair shakes and vibrates for a completely different reason. But anyway, he
all the popcorn I eat.
And you've got to stop that, Mr. Lee. I say that every time. Yes, okay. Well, Mr. Lee, what do you reckon we crack open the freezer door? What do you reckon should we do?
I think we better, because we could be here for another 3 hours if we keep talking.
It's so easy to do.
I think, JT, you should ask Eli and myself how many Choc Tops we're going to give.
Well, this is right. Yeah, we've got to play it like this week. Okay. So, Eli, because you are our Talkin Flickster, I will come to you first. 5 Choc Tops in your hand, my friend. What is your Choc Top score for Fantastic Four First Steps?
All 5 of them.
Whee, there you go.
Wow.
That's a really good score. It's going to be out of 10 this week. It'll be a score out of 10, which we haven't done before.
This will be 5. A first.
Well, that is awesome. What if you had to sum it up in one sentence, what gives it a 5?
Fantastic. That's all you need to know. Everything about it's fantastic. I can't sum it up in one sentence. From the visuals to the acting, for everything. Yep, just fantastic.
All right, Mr. Lee, here's your 5 Choc Tops. Yours are a bit milty.
That'd be right. You give me the potluck ones.
They still taste all right. That's how it goes down. That's what matters. Yeah. Okay. So, yes, your 5 Choc Tops, Mr. Lee. Right. What Choc Top score do you give it?
Okay, well, I'm just going to let you just wait for a second before I give it. I'm not a Marvel fan at all. I'm a DC fan, and I love DC movies, and I think they're great. I do watch Marvel movies as well, but I do prefer DC. When I watched this movie, Fantastic Four First Steps, I didn't know much about the backstory of it. I remember seeing the first one. That was it. Anyway, dragging on, I will tell you, I give it...
Oh, drum roll.
5 Choc Tops out of 5.
Hooray.
So it's a 10 out of 10 movie.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
First,
that is great. That is a first. Yes, that's a first.
Yeah.
We have never given 10 away.
You can't fault it. Like, it is just the whole movie. And I agree with Eli. You can't sum it up in a sentence. This movie is fantastic. You
can't fault it at all. Not one little itsy bitsy. No, you can't fault it at all.
No,
that's pretty good.
I watched it a second time to go through it again, and then I'm like trying to find things, and I'm like, oh, I can't. There's nothing to see. It's all just so good.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, no, I can't fault it. I think Marvel are back, and I really hope they keep going this way, because they're just people need to see it on the big screen.
They are back in a big way. We forgot to. We have a Talkin Flickster question from last week. Chloe had a question for Eli, and it is...
So I wanted to know how the new cast compares to actors that have played the same roles in the past, because there's been quite a few of those movies.
Well, I think some of the other original casts were pretty good for their roles. I think this is the perfect cast. They all nailed it. It's all great, especially... Actually, I can't say especially, because they were all so good. Yep, so this is the best cast for the Fantastic Four we've had yet.
That's perfect. Well, I mean, what else do you say? Like, really?
Yeah, correct.
Like,
It's got 10 out of 10. What else can you say?
Well, this podcast is done. It's wrapped. we'll fire up the goodbye music. Where is it? It's here somewhere.
Yeah.
I had more time, but anyway, we don't need it, do we? It's done.
All I'm saying is people need to go and see it now because it is well worth it.
Great.
Yeah.
Eli, thank you so much for coming on Talkin Flicks once again. Been great to have you on, mate. And thank you for your 5 out of 5 for this great movie.
Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome, my friend. We'll get you on again soon and see if we can get another 5 out of 5 at some point.
Will do. Thank you.
Thanks, Eli. Mr. Lee, thank you too. You did a great job today. Your little review with Eli.
Thank you. He did. He's so good, isn't he?
Like the dream team, you two. I mean, yeah, I've kind of felt a little bit, weird this week. I've got to say.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think I need to go watch a movie with Eli. I think that's what I need to do. And it'll have to be a Marvel film, I think, the next one. So
I've been dumped, pretty much. It is what's happened here. Great. Good on you, Eli. Well, you enjoy your time with Grant Lee. Just note, he's stingy and he won't pay for your tickets. So, or your your Choc Tops or your popcorn, just I can't even speak. Mr. Lee, we're going to go. Before we do you want to give us what's coming up on Friday? Oh, there's a big show Friday, isn't there? There's lots of news.
It's a massive show. We're going to talk about the new movie that Rebel Wilson's actually in. And I've got some really exciting news that's involving Eddie Murphy.
Oh, yeah. Like there's going to be a new Beverly Hills Cop, isn't there? That's what's coming up, isn't it?
I'm not saying.
Like
You got to wait till
now.
Friday.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Good hook as usual, Mr. Lee. Well, I'm going to leave you and Eli to catch up, and I'm going to go find something else to do. So you enjoy your movie, gents. I'll catch you Friday midday. Bye.
Want to be our next Talking Flickster? Register now at forum6.com.au or odeon5.com.au. Until next time, we'll see you at the movies.